Welcome to Real Estate Made Simple, a beginner's playbook for building wealth, one property at a time. Brought to you by the Home Loans Network podcast. I am your host, Ebonie Beaco. Every single day, I literally talk to borrowers, homeowners, real estate investors, seniors. My father, my mother, and father are both seniors. And because of them, I meet more seniors than I ever have. I deal with a lot of families, and they all have one thing in common: trying to understand the mortgage process, whether it's building wealth for their future, for their children, for just their family as a whole, or navigating major housing decisions. My mission with this podcast is simply just to give you real education when it comes to the real estate investing strategy and just give you real answers without making it without really just honestly making it confusing. So whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, doing some real estate investing and trying to grow your portfolio, or simply trying to make the better financial decisions, guess what? You are in the right place. And for my listeners, your questions matter. So just like I have these top 20 questions that I'm going to go over, I want you to send me a message for your top questions because I want to be able to discuss them and talk about them. I want to be able to feature your questions. I want to dive deeper into the topics you're struggling with or curious about. I don't want to have a podcast that's just boring. My podcast is all about what's important to you, what's in it for you, what can help you make a better real estate decision. So now today, I am going to be diving into a topic that sparks so much confusion and curiosity than almost anything else within the mortgage world, and that is reverse mortgages. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through the top 20 reverse mortgage questions I get on a consistent basis. Trust me, there's more, but these top 20 are over the top. So when it comes to these questions, I get these questions from the seniors, from their children, from realtors, from financial advisors, and honestly, even from homeowners, like all across, not just Illinois, but other states. I'm going to explain everything as much as possible, and I want to get your questions answered. So let's start off with, what exactly is a reverse mortgage? Well, a reverse mortgage is a loan for homeowners 62 and older. That allows that homeowner to be able to pull equity cash out of their property without making monthly mortgage payments. So instead of paying the bank every month, the bank either pays off their existing mortgage and then provide them funds for them every single month. So you stay on the title, you stay in your home, you remain the owner, but then you receive payments every single month. And that's just a way as if like you're receiving your Social Security payments instead of you receiving payments every single month from that mortgage company. Now, do I still own my home with a reverse mortgage? Yes. This is one of the biggest myths. Your name stays on the title just like before. The lender does not own your home. They have a lien just like with any mortgage, but ownership is going to remain with you. Do I still have to make a mortgage payment? No. Your mortgage payment disappears, which is one of the biggest benefits. However, you're still responsible for the taxes, the insurance, any HOA dues if they're applicable, and any property maintenance you are responsible for. Now, how do I receive the money from the lender? How does this work? This is customized to your needs. You can receive a lump sum payment, monthly payments, which I would suggest that if anything, if you're going to do reverse mortgage, do monthly payments, not receive one lump sum because it's so easy to spend one lump sum. You'll also receive your payment in a way of either a growing line of credit or a combination. Different payout structures support different retirement goals. The next question is, how much can I get? That depends on you, your age, your home value, the equity, the interest rates. Generally, the older you are and the more equity you have, the more you can actually access. What happens when I pass away or move out? Well, the loan becomes due and your heirs choose what to do. So they have a few different options. They can sell the home, they can refinance it and keep it, but if they refinance and keep it, just make sure they have good credit. Whereas they can actually, or I'm not going to say good credit, just decent credit, whereas they can refinance the house. So as long as it has that equity in it, they can refinance it, they can keep it within the family still. Walk away. If the home is worth less than the loan balance, then FHA will actually cover the difference. Just know your family is not financially trapped and responsible. Can my kids still inherit the home? Absolutely. A reverse mortgage does not stop any inheritance. Your heirs inherit the home and then they decide how to handle the loan from there. So again, if they decide to sell it, they can. If they decide to refinance it, they can. If they decide to just simply walk away, like I said, and FHA will cover the difference. It just makes sure everything is taken care of. How does this affect my Social Security or Medicare? I get this one a lot. No, reverse mortgage funds are not considered income, so Social Security and Medicare remains unaffected, so you don't have to worry about that. What are the risks? The main risk is misunderstanding your responsibilities. You must pay taxes, pay insurance, maintain the home. If you fail to meet these obligations, the loan can become due early. So don't miss those payments. Can I get one if I still owe money on my mortgage? Absolutely, you can. This is a very common question. The reverse mortgage payoff your existing mortgage. If there's additional equity, you can assess that as well. What properties qualify? Well, here. Most residential properties actually qualify. So now this is not going to be like in a commercial type situation where you own a multi-unit building where there's 24 units. No. Single family homes, townhomes, FHA approved condos. So just for the record, I'm here in Chicago and there are, and for the record, I do loans for other states and I've been in real estate forever, right? But there are condos that is not FHA approved. So it has to be an FHA approved condo. So I can only assume that when you first purchased the property, it was FHA approved. And we hope it stays FHA approved. So with that being said, FHA approved condos do qualify in 2 to 4 unit properties where you live in one unit, not your landlord, will actually qualify. So this is perfect for, like I said, a lot of Chicago neighborhoods and Illinois suburbs, but just not Chicago and, in Illinois suburbs. Reverse mortgages will actually qualify for individuals who own single family homes, townhomes, FHA approved condos, and 2 to 4 unit properties where you actually are living in one of the actual units, not just being a landlord as a true investment property. What responsibilities do I have? You must live in a home, pay taxes, keep insurance active, and maintain your property. These are the same responsibilities most homeowners already have, so just don't change. Are reverse mortgage funds taxable? Nope, you don't have to worry about that. Funds are considered loan proceeds, so not income. What if I outlive the loan? With a reverse mortgage, you cannot outlive your reverse mortgage. As long as the home remains your primary residence and you meet all the requirements, the lenders cannot force you out. What if the home values drop? Well, when it comes to reverse mortgage, those are non-recourse loans. You will never owe more money than a home's value. FHA will cover the difference, and this is why you want to make sure this is a FHA. This is FHA loan, but like I said, this would be a condo if you was living in there, or a townhouse that had an association. It must be FHA approved. Can I use the money for repairs or medical expenses? Absolutely. Many seniors actually do use the funds for that. They use it for the repair of the roof, accessibility upgrades, meaning like to make it a wheelchair accessible, or to have a ramp inside of your home, or to have like the ramp where you can go up and down the stairs and don't have to walk up the stairs, like the electric ramp. in-home care, medical bills, debt payouts, renovating aging homes. There are no restrictions on how you can spend your money. Do I need any type of credit counseling? You do. Yes, absolutely. HUD counseling ensures you understand the loan before proceeding. It's a protection for the senior. So it's just basically saying you understand. So it's one thing to have like a mortgage loan officer that's telling you and leading you in the right direction what to do. But HUD want to make sure you have the proper HUD counseling, that you understand what a reverse mortgage is and what protections that's in place for you as a senior. Now, how long does the process take? It takes typically 30 to 45 days, similar to a regular mortgage. You have the appraisal, the counseling sessions, and document reviews, all factors into the timeline when it comes to a reverse mortgage. Am I a good candidate for a reverse mortgage? It depends. You have to be 62 years of older, have a significant amount of equity, want to eliminate your mortgage payments, plan to stay in your home for long term, want additional monthly cash flow or financial security. There is no one size fit all, but again, depending upon the mortgage loan officer originator that you're working with, they can help you determine what makes sense for your situation. So for me, I help my borrowers determine what situation makes sense for them. How do I get a personalized numbers when it comes to reverse mortgages? This is where I or your mortgage loan officer will come in. You know, what we do is take the age of your home, the value of your home, your current mortgage balance situation, your equity that you have, and overall your goals. Then we run a complete personalized scenario. What we do is we use that information that you provided and that we've actually verified to see how much you qualify for, what your options look like, how the loan affects your equity over time, what payout structures fits your goals as that borrower and as a senior. Like literally no guessing, no pressure, no clarity. So, just everything, just clarity. The whole goal is to make sure that you are comfortable with a reverse mortgage and understanding what it is, how it can benefit you, what's right for you if your property qualifies for it. So if you're ready to learn which mortgage is right for you or get pre-approved, please feel free to reach out to me, Ebonie Beaco at Home Loans Network, or just reach out to a local reverse mortgage expert in your area. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube at Home Loans Network for Wind Down Wednesdays, where you can ask live mortgage advice and real estate and questions and I will give you real-time guidance. At Home Loans Network, I am also always looking to partner with realtors, insurance agents, builders, developers, and real estate attorneys to interview and feature on my podcast. So if you are a professional who wants to share your expertise with my audience, I would love to collaborate with you. Thank you for listening and tuning in to Real Estate Made Simple, a beginner's playbook for building wealth one property at a time. I appreciate you and I value your questions. And guess what? I will see you on the next episode.